Mark, Dave, Jake, Madison.
Who's next? Dave, Jake, Madison, Mark, and Ryan.
Jake, Dave, Mark, Madison, and Ryan?
Jake, Mark, Dave, Madison. Jake, Mark, Dave, Madison. Jake, Mark, Dave, Madison. Ryan. Okay.
Madison, Ryan, Mark, Davey.
I'm sorry about this.
Jake has this one thing that he kind of tries to keep, under wraps.
Jake Bradley took away Anne Frank's virginity. Twice.
When Jacob P. Bradley was born, there was a sudden eclipse, and nobody knows why.
He builds houses for the Amish. And they can usually build stuff pretty well, but before Jake showed them how to build correctly and very quickly, they always took forever.
Jake Bradley. There's a man made completely of pasta.
Jake's hair is actually gold, part gold. So when you shave his head, or even if you just pluck a hair, the strand is worth like $2. I don't know how much his whole head is worth, but it's gotta be a lot.
You know how his hair is like golden and shiny sometimes? That's because pasta gets like that.
Ryan Glenn invented pasta.
Ryan is the antidote to narcolepsy.
Ryan Glenn can remove himself from your memory without you even knowing it.
If you go out of Fredonia a little bit and kind of into the wooded area, there's not a lot, but there's some, on certain nights you might be able to catch him just wrestling deer by the antlers and just taking them down. He lets them go. He's not going to harm them or anything, but he needs to prove his strength, and he's a tough dude. He'll wrestle bears, alligators, anything.
Ryan actually has no age. He is, he's the last of the immortals. He just keeps living.
Half gypsy, half robot. And a quarter leprechaun. You could see it, because every now and then you're eating Lucky Charms and he eyes you very suspiciously. And you can hear the whir of his servos. Yeah, nothing to do with the gypsy side,
Ryan Glenn can make you think that he's black, Asian, a short Mexican, something that isn't racist.
If you're lost in the woods and you have no light to guide your way and you have Mark with you, his butt glows in the dark and he could guide the way home.
His belly button's also really good for making fruit salad in the summer. I've been to many a barbecue that would not have been the barbecues they were without the fruit salad of Mark Divins' belly button. Has a certain tanginess.
Mark is a superhero. He saves all of the pets from all of those commercials that you see. If you pay a quarter, he'll save them. He saves all pets. He flies around the entire world within seconds, but he's not Flash. It's different than that. He's the Mark Divin. Well, his code name is the Dark Niven, but nobody will tell that.
Shh, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone I told you this. But Mark, when he farts, a fairy comes to life.
He hit me in the face once, and I coughed up quarters. I didn't eat quarters that day, but somehow he made them come out.
He's like Buddha and the Dalai Lama and Jesus kind of all formed into one person.
He's part God and part ham sandwich.
Mark is every religious figure combined into one, and it's great.
Did you know Dave's actually made of elastic? He's held together with saran wrap.
At one point in his life, he pushed really hard, and his whole body was covered in this inch-thick fur. and he was the beginning of Bigfoot. You know, you talk about Bigfoot, that's David Q, that's him. He's famous. He is Bigfoot.
Davy Q once grew out his pubic hair so long that he was able to blanket the entire nation of Cambodia.
Dave is actually a member of the Fredonian Police Society. I say society because he's not actually a member of the Fredonian Police Department. They kicked him out for being too radical.
He was actually James Earl Jones's voice coach for Darth Vader. And he taught James Earl Jones everything he knows about how to speak. And I mean, I actually hear he's doing work with Morgan Freeman right now to actually like get his career a little higher than it is. I mean, like you feel Morgan Freeman can get there, but he's not quite there yet. And I know Dave's gonna do a great job and just make him even more of a success than he already is. I mean, that's just the kind of guy Dave is. He helps out people, so.
And they actually made a statue of him. It's just twice his normal size, but 3 times his normal width, and put it at their nation's capital.
And then every off season, he shaves, boom, goes to classes. Nobody knows. Incognito Bigfoot. Boom. Boom. Boom.
Madison Osgood used to compete nationally in Little Miss America contests, and she didn't ever win first place, but she did win most likely to save the nation of its Asperger's.
Madison Osgood. Madison. When she turned 9, she could play Mozart better than Mozart.
Obviously, everybody knows about those kids like starving in Africa and everything like that.
Madison is the world curer of all of the things.
She gave them actual sugar pants. She made pants made of sugar, and she gave them to them. So, I mean, as soon as they started getting run down or anything like that, you just eat them and then turn pants into shorts or into khakis or, you know, capris or whatever. I mean, like, it was a very stylish choice, and it allowed the kids to not be hungry anymore, but still be fashionable. And I think that's a real credit to Madison's ingenuity and caring as a person to help those kids like that.
See, this is the pose that I found Madison Osgood in for her Maxim sheet. Fully clothed and everything. She actually was wearing this exact outfit, which leads me to believe that she snuck into my room at some point, in which case I'm very upset at you, Madison, for not saying hi.
Madison used to be a race car driver. You know, she could like, what's it called when the car turns and I don't remember. But she did race car, she did NASCAR, she did fast car, she did every car. She could drive whatever. She could drive on the moon. She can drive all terrain. She could drive in your mom's house and not break anything. She could drive one of those mini cars that children's use perfectly. I mean, except that the battery runs out. Literally, she could drive anything. She could drive a rocket ship. She's just got them skills, you know. Oh,